Well, the theme today is sort of a little bit of spring, a little bit of Easter, a little bit of nice warm weather, garden inspiration. So let's talk about doing some gardening. How about some seeding?
Yeah. So we're going to put the spring back in your beds. You get it?
Yeah, I like it.
I got all the cheesy sayings when it comes to this. So
that's why we love you.
Seed starting, a lot of the time after people have gone through garden withdrawal, that's that winter period, they go and they say, this is the year I'm going to start my own seeds inside. This is the year I'm going to control my food, grow it indoors. This is the year for me.
This is it.
First, word of warning.
Yeah.
Seed starting is not for everyone.
Okay.
You need time, you need space, and do you really need that many plants?
Right.
Okay?
So
remember
maybe
that
this isn't your year.
Yeah, so let's say that we really want to control tomatoes that we're growing. And these are organically grown seed source tomatoes from Geo. These are great to grow. It's 6 to 8 weeks. You got to sow them indoors before.
Yeah.
Remember that one tomato plant feeds a family of 4. So I see people going out and buying 10 packs of tomato seeds, and they live in downtown areas. Not a good idea.
No.
So first, do I need that many plants? Secondly, the number one reason why people fail at seed starting, let's say that we're going to do some beautiful cherry tomatoes, and there's some nice little cherries as well. Number one reason why they fail at seed starting is they just start them too early. So 6 to 8 weeks.
Is now too early?
No. For many of the areas, for tomatoes right now is the time to start your tomatoes indoors.
All right.
6 to 8 weeks, you look at your calendar, you go to your last frost date. So for instance, let's say that we're talking to our friends just over into Alberta. A lot of times June 1st to the second week of June, you go to there and you count back 6 to 8 weeks on the calendar.
Yes.
When you get there, that's when you start sowing seeds. For Toronto and the area, the tomatoes are sown right now.
Got it.
Okay. Number one reason, starting too early. Second reason too is when they start to go and sow their seeds. Sometimes they plant them too deep. They just have to pop right into these little Jiffy pellets. This is the pellets that are here. You fill them with water, they swell up, and they become that. See, that becomes that.
Oh, cool.
Really easy.
Okay.
But for those that want to go directly into soil, make sure that you're using a seed starting soil, which is right here.
So that's important. Do people do that wrong?
Yeah, sometimes they do. And the reason why we have these little greenhouses that go over the top of them, what this does is lock in the humidity. To germinate a seed, you need warmth. The soil temperature needs to be warm. You need humidity. After they germinate and they start sprouting, that's when you move them into the light. Finally, for those that are seed starting, you see these beautiful spinach that are here, and you see these carrots that Randy would love to put on his food, and you see these wonderful watermelon beets that Shona would love just to show off. Well, I'll tell you what, these guys here don't start them indoors. They go directly in the ground outside in the month of late April and into May. So some seeds are best sown indoors, others directly out. So before
How do you know that?
you read. You read. It's amazing. Grade 1 was such a great year. But it says right here, so outdoors. No, but I just
so
mean,
make sure you read all the information.
Yeah, read the back of the pack.
So that you know, because you want your plants to last. Thank you.